It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From American Airlines Center in Dallas. Tonight, the Dallas Mavericks playing host to the LA Clippers. Our opening tip won by the Mavericks, and we're underway in Dallas. Brunson to Luka Doncic. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Beverly into the front court. They trail by 2. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
And the finish, slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
George. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Doncic to Porzingis. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Leonard. Rebound cleared by Dallas. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
For the Mavericks, number 30, Curry. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
A shot no good there by Curry. Whoa! What a finish!
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Dallas owns the basketball to Luka Doncic. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 11, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the 3. Hat-trick Beverly. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Doncic, knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Throws it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now Rick Carlisle going to use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Doncic. Kawhi Leonard. He's He's now 5 for 6.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Doncic to Hardaway. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Mavericks with the possession.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Screen coming. Doncic to Hardaway. Montrezl Harrell with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Beverly. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Paul George snatching it out of the air.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Cruises inside for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Another shot won't go either. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Leonard. To George. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Brunson. Lee. To the basket goes Jackson, but a shot won't fall. Paul George, 4-2. Gets a look, can't hit. Off the assist.
The okey-doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Number 7.
Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down. To Brunson. Oh, Courtney Lee. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Williams to Paul George. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Entering the game for LA.
George lets it fly, and he hits. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Doncic gets it at the top of the key. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. To Leonard. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Porzingis. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Seth Curry.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Porzingis. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
To George. Strong finish for Paul George. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Hardaway. Down low for Powell. Paul George swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Kawhi Leonard rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Luka Doncic, marked man. Shot altered and no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. Porzingis with the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Beverly into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Leonard. Gets to the basket and scores.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Leonard. Can't connect. To Luka Doncic from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here's Leonard for two. Add 2 points to the board.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Seth Curry to Hardaway. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Beverly shot no good. Kristaps Porzingis pins it. Long heave from three-quarters court. First half in the books. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard, yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
For three, can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Brunson. to Porzingis. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It's going to stay with Dallas. Hardaway to Luka Doncic. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for three. And Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
During today's game, so take advantage of this great opportunity.
Brunson. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Textbook body control on the Euro step.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style to play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
Tim Hardaway Jr. trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make two bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Dallas has it. Tim Hardaway Jr. He's now 4 for 6.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
And Kawhi Leonard buries the three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Doncic to Porzingis. Clippers have it. And scores.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Porzingis.
Hey, lock up.
And throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The Mavericks signal for timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Right. 4-3. That no good. Off the mark. Lobs it up. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Counted. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Brunson to Luka Doncic.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
From the painted area, won't go down.
I got you.
The pass set it all up.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
To Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
And count the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And the slam.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Williams. Lou Williams. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Kristaps Porzingis. Tips it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter. They're